Hi everybody, welcome back to a weekly market report. It's Tristan and Jody this week, and we're talking about our contractors and our services list. So recently we've had some really good discussions with a lot of our landlords, and we wanted to just give you an overview, I guess, as to some of the factors that go into consideration when we're looking at appointing a contractor to help service and work with tenants and landlords across our entire property management department. So I guess I'll start, and essentially for a lot of people, we don't just pick a particular tradesperson based on one aspect. There's a lot that goes into the thought and consideration. One of them always is making sure that we're getting competitive prices and that we're working with a servicer that is able to pass on some of those benefits of competitive pricing to our landlords, because we do know that right now every dollar counts. Jody, are there other factors?
Yeah, absolutely. For me, as someone who's worked in the industry a long time, I absolutely value all of our creditors. They're an extension of my team. And so it's important for me to be able to easily communicate and get in contact with my contractors. The flip side of that is also that they need to be able to contact me. So if there's an emergency on a weekend or outside of office hours, I expect that they're going to openly discuss with me what they need to do. They're only going to do what they have to do outside of hours, and then they're going to make a plan to move forward, with further rectification work. So there's an absolute trust involved with any property manager and their trade. The other thing we're looking for is, timely response. When you're giving a lot of quality work to somebody, you do expect that they're going to turn around jobs pretty quickly. I like to think most of our trades will, act pretty promptly, sometimes take themselves off another job if that's needed to get out and service our work. They also need to be polite and work in with the tenant, and there is a lot to be looking for when we're almost interviewing a tradesperson or a contractor.
So communication needs to be exceptional, whether that's through business hours or outside of business hours. They need to understand that the relationship there between the property manager and the trade, there needs to be that trust built, and there needs to be a promptness and an urgency given to our landlords when responding to jobs. We need them to be professional in their appearance, professional in the quality of work that they deliver. They also need to be flexible in the case that if somebody's not happy with the work and it wasn't done quite to the standard that's expected, we always like our trades to be able to work with us and perhaps revisit and have a look at the job and see if there is some further attention required. We like to support local where possible. That's not always possible, but where possible, we like to support a lot of tradespeople in the Nambour and surrounds. So as you can tell, there's a lot that goes into it. So on occasions, if you're feeling like you've got a service provider there that's not maybe giving the absolute best possible price that you can service in the marketplace, that shouldn't be the sole reason necessarily that you're using them or not using them. There's a lot more that goes into the background. You want somebody that's going to be able to attend to the job, do it properly, communicate clearly with the property manager, and always give the urgency required to that property. And that means that essentially you get what you pay for. And it's our job to make sure that the landlords are being looked after across that entire facet of areas. In saying that, if you've got any feedback and you'd like us to look at a certain trade or a tradesperson, you'd like us to engage with that person, happy to hear it. Same thing, if you're not happy with a particular tradesperson for any reason, by all means, happy to have that conversation too, because we do welcome the feedback, because landlords, tenants, you're our clients, and we listen to anything that you may have for us.
Yeah, absolutely. They're an extension of our team. They're important, and you are an extension to our team as well. So we obviously always want to hear that feedback.
Lovely. So thinking of selling, renting or buying, give us a call here at Remax.